appreciate you guys being here. I'll go ahead and just to make some comments. First and foremost, hats off to Indiana. Played a good game, made more plays in critical situations than we did, and hope won the game. Absolutely love our football team, though I've said that several times. The way they played in the second half is an indication of the type of chemistry and love for each other we have on the football team. This team's got a lot of fight in it. You guys have asked me before, has this team quit? This team hasn't quit. There's a lot of fight in this team. This team won't quit. We got better today. Unfortunately, it wasn't good enough. But I absolutely love our guys. I love our team. And we'll continue to improve if we stay the course and practice the way that we did this week. We did a lot of things different here during the week to try to address some of the issues that we had in the last couple of weeks. And we got better. Didn't look like that in the first half. We dug ourselves a hole again. And a lot of it had to do with third down. We weren't good on third down on either side of the ball in the first half. Pass protection against pressure offensively, and then defensively we just had mental errors or poor pass drops that cost us on third down in the first half, that dug us a hole that we couldn't get out of. I think we got better. We need to continue to get better, and we're not where we need to be obviously by any means. Again, this team is fighting, and they're going to keep trying to get better and improve as we move forward. So with that, I'll just go ahead and open up for questions.
Chris, on the last play, the offsides, were you okay with that? Did you think the man in motion came forward?
No. We got to have more discipline in that situation. It's a critical situation in a game. Exactly what we hoped would happen in that moment. We scored. Conversations of onside or kicking it deep. We decided to kick it deep, having trust and faith that we could get a stop. We had a timeout, and we were right there, and it didn't work. We've just got to coach it better.
You mentioned in the middle of the week that Rutgers has to stop beating Rutgers.
Yeah.
I said 6 penalties today. Do you feel like that was the case today?
Yeah, we beat ourselves again today. The penalties, it's not a high number, but it's when they occur is the biggest issue. 2 of them in the first half were on third downs defensively. A third one there at the end of the game on fourth down came defensively. They're just critical situations that seem to come up and bite us. But we beat ourselves again, unfortunately. That's tough to say, but that's reality.
Were you pleased with the way that Art played, just the decisions he was making, and also the fact that he took some big hits and he really kind of stood in there all day?
Yeah, I think today you saw some glimpses of what Art could become and what we've been seeing in practice. Art's a warrior. He took some shots, and he's a big, strong kid, and he got up and he kept playing. He made some really good throws in there today. Obviously, wish he would have had the one interception, back. But he made some really critical plays in that game today, and he keeps getting better. And we just got to keep working with him, and he's got to keep working and grinding. And I think we've seen a lot of improvement from game 1 to this game today.
It seemed like it's been a long time since you had as many receivers involved in the offense as well. I mean, what kind of boost was that, and what changed this week?
It's what we've been really trying to get to. We have to get more guys involved, and we have to get the ball in more guys' hands, and we were able to do that today. I think we threw the ball more than we have today, and we were able to protect well against 4-man rush, and that was a positive. But we were not able to protect well against the pressure today that we saw, which was disappointing. But I think what happened is, again, that was a plan to try to throw a little bit more. We did a good job up front protecting when they rushed 4. Art made good decisions. We ran good routes. And all 11 were working together when we had success.
Just second half improvements. What did you say to the guys in the locker room, and were there a lot of changes that you made during that half?
No, halftime adjustments, guys, to me are a lot of times overrated. And most of the adjustments you make in a game are throughout the first half, because you see what they're doing and you make adjustments on the sidelines. And at halftime, a lot of it's just reconfirming, the adjustments that you made. As you move forward, make some, but it's not drastic. So we didn't make any changes. The halftime conversation was, we beat ourselves in the first half. We did a lot of good things, but it was the third down conversation, and that's what the halftime was. We got to protect better on third down when they bring pressure, and on defense, we got to get off the field. And we can't beat ourselves with penalties or pass drops or not running a blitz the right way. We lose, supposed to go contain, we go inside, and the quarterback gets outside and can extend plays. we just can't do those things. That was the conversation at halftime.
Chris, I know you're not big on moral victories, but is there something that you could build on, just being able to play competitively and, within 3 minutes of the game, always have a shot at the end?
It's a good question, because again, we're all here to try to win, but we improved a lot, and the team showed me a lot in the second half, and very, very disappointed that we didn't get a victory. If we'd have played cleaner, we could have, but very, very pleased about the fight, the effort, and the attitude of our football team in that second half. That's what we need. If we're going to continue to get better and give ourselves a chance to win games, we've got to go out and play like that from the start to finish. We got to prepare the way we did, and we got to play that way. And the effort and attitude was great in the first half. We kept beating ourselves. And second half we cleaned it up, and still some mistakes. But I take a lot out of this game, good and bad. Even though it's a loss, there's a lot to learn, a lot to build off of, and we'll do just that.
Was there anything they did in the first half? Does this seem like there was a lot of times they get a receiver in space, a lot of green, maybe it was soft coverage on your part, or
no? I
they
mean,
spread
there
things out?
were when you can't rush the passer, and you give the quarterback time, and you're playing zone coverage, receivers are going to eventually get open. We've got to do a better job of putting pressure on the quarterback defensively, whether it's rushing for or bringing pressure, and that's really what it was. We're not sitting here being able to rotate 8, 9 defensive linemen, and our guys get tired, and we've got to do a better job of finding a way to get pressure on the quarterback, so there's not time for guys to sit in zone coverages and get open.
What do you think of Justin's kick?
It was awesome. I'm really, really proud of the kid. I think been asked before just about the confidence in the kicker, and putting him in that situation, and had 100% confidence that he'd go out and hit that thing. He's been doing it in practice. He's got a lot of strength. He's got a strong leg. He has been doing that in practice probably for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and really, really happy for him. He's kicking off exceptionally well, in my opinion, and to be able to go out there and hit a field goal from that distance and still give us an opportunity, because if he misses, the game's over. And to do it in that situation from that distance was awesome to see.
Have you
seen him kick it farther, like farther?
In practice, he's been able to get probably 55, 56 yards in practice. So he could not have done that at training camp. It's just a testament to his work ethic and commitment to trying to get better. And a lot of it's just the mental part of it. He's really believing in himself right now.
Mike Tverdoff made a couple plays, had a big third down stop at the beginning of the second half, and he almost stopped that touchdown from Indiana right at the end of the first half. Just what do you think of his performance?
Yeah, I've said before, I absolutely love Mike Tverdoff. He's a young player that's got tremendous upside. He just plays the game so hard. A lot of people don't realize Mike's playing out of position because that's what we need him to do right now. What we call our jack position, we got 3 guys that we thought would have been there, not there. So we moved Mike to learn a new position, and he's done it in a couple of weeks. And it was his first start, and he made a lot of plays today. Made some mistakes, but that's part of the process, the growing and learning process. But he's got a bright future, and I can't say enough good things about the kid.
2 more questions.
Can you just talk about the checkout throw to Washington?
Yeah, we've kind of been living on bunch formations in the toss play, and it's something that's been there. We practiced it a lot, and again, it just felt like the right time to call it. John called it, and almost didn't execute it cleanly, but it was a big play. We really thought it would go for a touchdown, and almost did. But again, that's another freshman in a critical situation where he made a pass, and that may sound simple, but that's a critical situation where he needed a play, and a freshman made it.
Final question? Thanks, Coach.
All right, guys.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks.